how good can rap vocals sound with just a USB mic, some free VSTs, and stock plugins in Ableton? Well, today we're gonna find out. Because in this video, I'm not using any of the expensive gear, speakers, or mastering equipment in my studio. We just have a good sounding room, a great sounding vocalist, a basic pair of headphones, and the MiCreator System Set by Austrian Audio. This unique USB mic is actually 2 mics and an audio interface all in one product, giving you an entire studio setup in one portable, affordable package. Simply connect MiCreator Studio via USB-C to any laptop, tablet, or phone, then connect a MiCreator satellite to the studio mic. Connect your headphones directly to each device, and you're ready to go. Here in my Ableton settings, I go to the Audio tab and choose MiCreator as both my input and output device. Then reduce the buffer size to the lowest number my computer can possibly handle to minimize latency. The MiCreator has a gain switch to choose between low and high, and for rap vocals, high gives us the perfect levels to record. So without further ado, let's track in our lead vocals using the Austrian Audio MiCreator.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating cause I made a bag of money. No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah.
So let's emphasize some of these important lyrics with doubles.
Paid, bottom line, it's just the way that it go. Like I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me.
We like to double everything twice and then pan them left and right.
Licking fingertips on me irresistible.
Then add harmonies for an even fuller vocal sound.
Give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
So we've got all of our leads, doubles, and harmonies recorded. Let's dive into these USB mic recordings and process them with stock plugins here in Ableton. Before I get into any plugins, I always like to make sure that I've gain staged everything appropriately so that with no plugins, it already feels somewhat balanced to the beat. Let's take a listen.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body.
I've already gone through and turned the doubles down, pan them left and right.
I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day, I wake up.
You know what? It gets a little quiet right there. I'm just gonna use clip gain, pull this up just a little bit.
Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me. I got it like a goddess licking fingertips.
Same with these. I'll just turn these leads up a little bit as well. We're just using clip gain here just to make sure everything's as well balanced as it can be before even adding plugins.
Just sit back if you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
Now, the singing already has the first plugin on it, and this isn't a stock plugin here in Ableton, but it is a free plugin that anybody can download and install in any DAW that supports VSTs. It's called G-Snap, and it works just like Auto-Tune, except for you click on the piano to omit or include notes from your scale. I've done a variation of the D minor scale for this song, and then you choose your correction amount.
I got it like a goddess licking fingertips on me irresistible. I just sit back, give you whiplash, got
the attack is basically like your retune speed.
Get so powerful.
And I've copied this G-Snap plugin down onto all the other layers of singing, but our rap vocals have absolutely no plugins on them yet. So let's load up our first plugin, and that's going to be the EQ8. We'll start it up here on the rapping channel and then copy and paste it down onto the singing. I always like to begin my vocal chain with a low cut that removes any unnecessary low end around 100 hertz and below.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating cause I made a bag of money. No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it.
And then give it a little bit more mid-range presence.
I wake up, I get paid, bottom line, it's just the way that it go. Like I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me. I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating cause I made a bag of money. No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day, I wake up, I get paid.
Really subtle mid-range boost, a little bit of high increase, and some low filtering is all it takes to clean these recordings up. They don't sound bad. They were recorded in a nice sounding room with a good sounding vocalist, so we're not trying to really correct any mistakes. We're just doing general enhancements that could help polish up any kind of recording. After my EQ, I like to follow it up with some compression. We're going to use the stock Ableton compressor for this because I think it's just a nice, easy visual.
I was drinking on the island
Let's
of
pull down the
Hawaii.
threshold.
I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating because I made the bag
You
of
can
money.
see we're starting to
everyone
attenuate the
watching
peaks.
me and I can't stop it.
Let's turn the ratio down to 3 to 1 instead of 4.
Every day I wake up, I get paid, bottom line. It's just the way that I go, like I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me.
We already have a really fast attack. I might slow this down just a little bit to let more of the transient through.
On my body.
And then we'll speed up the release
I made
to match the fast rap cadence.
Everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day.
And then
I wake
instead of
up,
auto
I
makeup
get paid,
gain,
bottom
we'll
line.
do our own
It's just
manual
the
makeup
way
gain.
that I go, like I'm on top of my game. Look
Let's
at
turn our
my
chain off
resume.
and back on.
Look at me, look at me. I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the
Without
sun
it.
up on my body. Just celebrating because I made the bag of
Back
money.
on.
No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah.
If you're a male vocalist, you might not want to low cut this as intensely. Maybe a less steep roll-off would be good for you, or even a little bit of resonance. It just depends on what kind of voice you're working with. But for a female vocal, I would probably leave this down.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body.
But this compression and EQ combination is already helping it sound a lot better. The next thing I want to add is a little bit of de-essing. And there is a De-Esser preset here in Ableton in the compressor, which you could use. But honestly, I would rather use a free one that I think sounds a little bit better. So I'm going to pull up De-Esser from my VSTs. And I go straight to the input processing knob and just pull it down a little bit more.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating because I made the bag of money. No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day, I wake up, I get paid, bottom line. It's just the way that I go, like
Really nice.
I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me.
The default high frequency range for this voice is perfect. Maybe if you were a male, you might want to pull it down here, but for Kara's voice, high is going to be perfect for this. Really great free plugin, especially if you're an Ableton user with no actual de-esser. This is exceptionally useful. Back into the stock plugins, after some de-essing, I like to do a little bit of harmonic saturation. This is kind of making up for the lack of an analog preamp and all that hardware circuitry that a microphone normally would be going through. So I like putting the saturator after a few things are getting controlled so that now we're doing a little bit of boosting and enhancement.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating because I made the bag of money.
Let's turn the beat back
no,
on.
Everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day, I wake up,
Without
I
it.
get paid, bottom line. It's just the way that I go, like
With it.
I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me.
So we're not doing a huge difference in volume. We're just doing a difference in tonality, dynamics, and a touch less harshness with the de-esser. Now that we've got it sounding good, I want to really squeeze these vocals with some parallel compression. So I'm going to hit them with the glue compressor and dial in some really aggressive compression settings, but with a very low mix percentage.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body.
Or we could do parallel compression by using an audio effect rack instead of the mix knob and have our dry vocal be here on one channel and our compressed vocal be here on another channel.
I was drinking on the island of Hawaii. I had nothing but the sun up on my body. Just celebrating because I made the bag of money. No, everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every night, every day, I wake up, I get paid, bottom line. It's just the way that I go, like I'm on top of my game. Look at
And
my
that little bit of
resume.
extra compressed vocal quiet in there, it just helps so much. So let's copy and paste this whole dry chain onto our singing now. So we got G snap in the beginning and then the same plugins here.
I just sit back, give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
And this This is a perfect dry chain for our singing and rapping.
You gon' want another playback,
But obviously we don't want our mix to be completely dry, so let's add some effects to this chain before we copy it down onto our doubles and harmonies and make slight adjustments to the mix. I know for sure I want my rapping to be way drier than I want my singing to be, so I think I'm going to start with my effects down here on the singing channel. Let's just load up the good old-fashioned stock Ableton Reverb, and since we have an audio effect rack going, we could just add it right here into the pile. And we can color code our effects too. Maybe let's make our reverb this color, 100% since we're blending it within a rack. And let's take a listen to what we're doing from here to here on a loop.
I got it like a goddess, licking fingertips on me irresistible. I just sit back, give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
That's really clean. The other effect I like to add to singing is a little bit of delay, and we could do that very easily with the echo here in Ableton. It's one of my favorite delay plugins ever. We're just going to switch this from dotted to a regular quarter note, 100%, and then let's pull down the echo level about the same. Pick a color for it.
I got it like a goddess, licking fingertips on me irresistible.
So it's just in between the words, not during the words.
I just sit back, give you whiplash,
make our delays a little wet.
How'd you get so powerful?
Maybe a little filtered as well.
I got it like a goddess, licking fingertips on me irresistible.
Let's distort the input and also invert the phase of the input.
I just sit back, give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
Those effects are sounding awesome. I still think we could use just a little bit more sauce on the delays. So I'm going to hit them with some phaser flanger here after the echo. Just a slight percentage.
I got it like a goddess, licking fingertips on me irresistible.
You hear the delays swirling around in the background now. I just sit
back, give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
Now we're saucing. So we've made a lot of edits to this audio effect rack. We could just kind of copy and paste our work back up here by deleting the old version, pasting this, and now let's go back into our wrap, which we want to feel a little bit drier, and dial in a lower echo setting, maybe a faster echo setting, drier echo, turn this down. Same thing with just a shorter reverb, really just customizing the effects to the section of the performance.
And I throw it back, yeah, way back, you gon' want another playback,
turn the feedback down.
Back, yeah, way back, you gon' want another playback, go.
Maybe ping pong.
You gon' want another playback, playback, whoa. You gon' want another playback,
Just to keep them out of the way of the rap leads so you can understand all those lyrics, but nice and vibey during the singing.
I got it like a goddess, licking fingertips on me irresistible. I just sit back, give you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
Now that we've got a really saucy chain, let's copy this down onto all of our singing. We'll grab from here all the way to here. So this will be our singing chain, and we'll paste it down here onto our singing doubles, high harmonies. We do everything twice, pan them left and right. And some are panned 100% and some are panned a little bit less. Now let's take a listen to our finished mix from the top with all stock plugins, and then we'll get into a master chain.
And I throw it back, yeah, way back, you gon' want another playback,
Let's load up some master plugins while it's playing.
Way back, you gon' want another.
Let's turn this on soft clip. Hit with a little bit of parallel compression.
You gon' want another playback, playback, whoa. You gon' want another playback.
So while I was playing, I loaded up a mastering plugin called Glue Compressor, and we're turning on the soft clipper, so this is not only compression, but a little bit of soft clipping, so that the limiter, the next plugin, doesn't have to do as much work. Let's play this from the beginning and dial in some perfect settings.
I was drinking on the island.
We're just trying to barely tap this needle.
I had nothing but the sun up on
and
my
then hit
body.
the dry wet at like 20%.
Cause I made the bag of money. Now everyone watching me and I can't stop it. Yeah, every
and
night, every
depending
day,
on how
I
compressed
wake
you want to
up
sound,
like a pay bottom line.
dial in the
It's
ratio
the
to
way
match
that.
that.
I go like I'm on top of my game. Look at my resume. Look at me, look at me. I got it like you got this licking fingertips on mirror sister.
So it really depends on how squeezed or how natural you want it to sound. I like it right in the middle.
I just sit back, if you whiplash, got you asking how'd you get so powerful.
And then finally, a limiter.
And I throw it back, yeah.
And let's turn this up.
Way back, you gon' want another playback, throw it back, yeah. Way back, you gon' want another playback, go. You gon' want another playback.
Hey.
Playback. Whoa. You gon' want another playback.
And if you want to see exactly how loud you are, another free plugin you could check out is the U-Lean loudness meter.
Look at me, look at me. I got it like you got this licking fingertips.
-8, -9 LUFS. That's exactly where I'm trying to be.
I just sit back, if you whiplash.
You can give a little bit more beat since the vocals are sounding crispy through all those plugins.
And I throw it back, yeah, way back,
Hey.
You gon' want another playback, throw it back, yeah, way back, You gon' want another playback.
Bypass.
Go. You gon' want another playback.
And mixed vocals.
Playback, whoa. You gon' want another playback.
So getting back to our original question, how good can rap vocals sound through a USB mic, some free VSTs, and stock plugins in Ableton? Well, it turns out really good. I've always found Austrian audio mics to be somewhat of a cheat code when it comes to getting excellent sound quality from the source, but considering it's only $199, the MiCreator delivers really impressive sound quality for any budget. If you want to check out the MiCreator by Austrian Audio, I'll include links to that, plus some of the free plugins you saw in this tutorial in the description below, and catch you next time in another video. Peace out.